Going out there in wine tasting land. My name is Matt. Hey Ted. Hey Steven. Hey guys. Good to see you. Well, welcome everybody. Um, Today we are going to be tasting some Ratio Blanco. Hey Steven.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's your
Did
weekend?
you go on a bike? That was great. Had a really nice time. I actually drank some of the bubbly rosé with my
Oh,
roommates. It was delicious, especially in the sunshine.
with your social cohort?
With my social cohort. Yep. All of us have, we're looking forward to trying out the bubbly rosé. So it was the perfect time to bring it out.
I was walking through the warehouse just a little bit ago and noticed there's not very much of it left. There's only a few cases left.
Oh yeah, people love it. I mean, anything bubbly and bright to keep you positive right now, it's just super delicious too. So it was a good one.
Yeah, awesome.
What about your
Uh,
weekend? What did you get up to?
Went for a couple of nice long bike rides. It was awesome. Um, there's one, you're familiar with Strava a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Where it like times you on certain sections of road and you can see all the times of all the other people who've ridden on those sections of road. I got the fastest time on one of the sections here on the island. Um, and my time was 4 minutes and 11 seconds. And it
Wow,
was 11 seconds faster than the second place guy. So
it's all about 11 today. I mean, this weekend. That's good stuff.
worthy of note. Yeah.
Actually, you know what, I was driving on the highway and I saw you and your son with your jerseys. Actually,
Oh yeah, yeah. We're pretty visible. I've been doing a lot of riding with Cole lately. So for those of you who are on Facebook, you can hear Steven at the tasting room, and you can see over here. I put his name so you can know who it is. And uh, and for those of you who are on Instagram, you can see both of us. Um, Definitely hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you guys are drinking, and let us know what you're thinking, what you're drinking, what your drink is making you think, and all that. And welcome to the 11 Winery Virtual Happy Hour. We are bringing together the 11 Nation virtual style because we can't do it in the tasting rooms for at least a little while longer. So we're going to be with you every day right here because just because you're staying home and staying safe does not mean you have to stay sober. I have no intention of staying sober this whole time. Crazy.
yeah.
So things we know what things do seem to be looking up a little bit. So that's nice. Weather's getting nicer and the news is getting better, so that's good. I'm happy about that. I'm Matt Albee, founder and winemaker of 11 Winery, and with me on Instagram is
I'm Steven Schreck, happiness engineer at 11 Winery. Come see me. Come
holding
say hello tomorrow.
holding down our 11 Winery shop for bottle sales. We're still doing bottle sales because the governor says we can. Um, and today we are tasting the Ratio Blanco. Well, I hope I
Oh
got that
yeah.
right. Ratio Blanco 2019. So this is the brand new vintage of Ratio Blanco. Um, do we have, Stephen, do you have any of the, I'm going to answer Ashley Dunlap's question over on Facebook. When's Wine Club pickup? Right now!
We have it. We have it
Get in
all.
there! Started about 2 weeks ago, actually. 2 weeks, in fact, 2 weeks ago today. So get in there and get your wine. Um, but. So do you have any of the non-vintage Ratio Blanco remaining down there? Is it
I do. There's two, four, six, eight, nine. There's a case left,
one case? That's 12 bottles.
and
So you
that's a
can
special batch.
you can be one of the very last people to buy the last of the non-vintage Ratio Blanco. Um, if that was one of your favorites, just get down there right now and get it.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
So we've already turned it off on the online store, so you can't order online. But so get down to the tasting room and buy it, or anyway. So uh, I think we've waited long enough. Let's get
Yeah,
into
let's do it. I'm ready.
it. All right. So this is the new vintage, of which there is plenty, plenty, plenty. We bottled it back in March, about uh, a month ago. Man, damn, that smells good.
I'm so excited for this. All right.
Oh,
Oh man, the aromatics are just springing out of the glass right now. No pun intended.
yeah, they are.
Oh, that's good.
Man, dynamite.
Look at that. Perfect for, spring and summertime, I must say.
I think so this is as always, it's a blend of Viognier and Sauvignon Blanc. 55% Viognier, 44% Sauvignon Blanc, and 1% of mind your business.
That's pretty funny.
Just kidding. Pinot Grigio.
That was a good one. I like that. That's really funny. So, Matt, is the 1% Pinot
This
Grigio
whole
add,
this whole stay home, stay safe thing has me a little bit grumpy.
I know, that's good. Is that 1% Pinot
All you
Grigio
kids,
really?
all you kids, get on my lawn. There's nobody on my lawn right now. Damn it.
Mm.
Alrighty.
Oh, definitely.
I was looking through the fridge, like, okay, where's the Ratio Blanco? Oh, it's not in that fridge. Uh, it's not in the other fridge. Oh, wait, there's none here because we'd taken all of the old vintage and taken it down to cleaned it out of here, taken it down to the your location where we can sell it.
That's
Um,
right.
and nobody had restocked the fridges because why?
Yeah,
Um,
right. Exactly.
with the new vintage, yeah. So the thing about this, the aromatics in the 19 Sauv Blanc are much more potent than prior vintages. So they combine with the already powerful aromatics of the Viognier into making
Yeah.
something really extraordinary. Same
Yeah,
blend
it's
as always.
really
Same blend as always, but wow.
Matt, this one seems a little bit drier than the NV. Is that do you notice that too?
Hey, well, there's a reason for that. Sorry, I have little allergies. It makes my eyes
Oh, all
itch.
right. The pollen's all over the
It's
place.
cool. It's cool though. I sanitize my hands. Um, don't worry.
I was
Uh,
nervous.
I know. Hey, Hannah. Um, so drier. So this vintage, we did something a little bit different, and
Mhm.
where so historically we've taken um, like some of the wine that became the La Donella. Um, our Sauvignon Blanc, the Sauvignon Blanc that's bottled as a varietal is the La Donella version, and so we've taken some of that and blended it in with the Viognier to make the Ratio Blanco. This vintage, we did something a little different because we had more, and we we took the La Donella and fermented it down to where we wanted it to be. So it's a little bit sweet, so like 1.5% residual sugar, and then we pulled some out and into some separate tanks and kept it going until it went dry.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and then we used that in this blend. So yeah, so it is a little bit drier. And even with the blend with the Viognier, which is bone dry, um,
Hmm.
uh, it took the sweetness of the Laudonella down to like 0.5%. So it's like really not that much, but still a little bit of perceived sweetness in that. So yeah, this vintage is a little bit drier. Good point.
Yeah, and what's so when people hear dry versus like off dry or residual sugar, what does that mean in context of something like ratio Blanco? Because if you tell, sometimes I've noticed if you tell people it's too dry, then they're like, oh, does that mean there's fruitiness to it? And sometimes people get confused on that
Yeah,
distinction.
yeah, it's a tricky point between winemakers and the public because the way in on the seller side of things, dry just means no sugar left.
Hmm.
Um, like when you talk about a fermentation, that fermentation went dry. It means that all the sugar was consumed by the yeast. Um, but to the consumers, the people who come into our tasting room, dry means something different. Dry means how it feels in the mouth, and especially kind of ties in with the whole tannin thing, because tannins make your tongue feel like it's been dried off,
Right.
like with a towel. Um, so it's sometimes a little bit tricky just to even to talk about because we're using the same word to mean different things, and there's no other real words we can use. Um,
Right.
so yeah. Uh,
Gotcha. So, so for the Ratio Blanco, did was there another white wine blend out there that inspired you to make it, or like what was the inspiration behind the different combos?
um, no, really not. White wine blends are fairly uncommon in the U.S. and uh, I would have had to like dig back. It's far enough back. We've been doing this for a bunch of years now, and it's
Hmm.
kind of far enough back in memory that I think we actually did the Ratio Rosso first. We developed both of the labels at the same time. It might have been the same time that we did them. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think the labels were definitely developed at the same time. Aha.
Yeah,
I,
right, right. I mean,
I
it
see a
makes.
picture on the wall.
Hmm.
Give me one sec.
Don't worry, he'll be back. We're going to talk to you about the tandem bike set here, which
Aha.
is pretty cool.
I've uh, I did a little research during the break, and I discovered that the first vintage was 2013. Um,
Oh,
so that
wow,
makes the seventh vintage. So we did
nice.
Ratio Rosso, Ratio Blanco um, in 2013 for the first time. Um, yeah, and but no, to your point, not really. There wasn't really something that was an inspiration. I mean, they do white wine blends in other part of the world pretty commonly,
Hmm.
um, but it isn't something that's really caught on here in the U.S. But red blends, we got tons of red blends. Red blends have become a pretty big category. Not
Right.
so white blends.
And for the ratio Blanco, has it always been the same percentages of of
Yeah,
the
unlike the unlike the Ratio Rosso, it's pretty much always been the same thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
the Ratio Rosso has changed around a little bit over time, but the Blanco has stayed stable. So for those of you who are on Facebook, you can hear Stephen over the audio. Um, hey Ange, um, my buddy Angela on Facebook, and you can hear Stephen from the tasting room on the audio, and if you're on Instagram, you can see him even, which is pretty cool. Um, so right now, oh dang, I forgot my joke. Uh,
You had a good one earlier, but that's natural.
I as I'm opening another bottle, I thought it'd be fun to do. So we're gonna taste. I'm gonna taste the non-vintage side by side with the
Nice.
current one. I had to run down to the library and grab one out. Um, so the bartender says, "We don't serve time travelers here." A time traveler walks into a bar. You have to laugh louder than that. You're the only one.
I was laughing really loud, but the audio was fuzzy, so my bad on that. That was good.
Good save.
That was good. There's a glitch. There's a glitch in
Glitch
the.
in the audio. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was time shifted laughter. He started laughing before he heard the joke, and
exactly.
he
I
wasn't
was
even sure
already.
why he was doing it.
Well, you were working on some new ones, but
Okay, so let us know what you guys are drinking. I'm doing the I'm doing the two fisted. Let's get some of this.
and he's doing the non-vintage ratio Blanco with the new 2019.
Non-vintage. 2019. Two-fisted, can't scratch my face. That's why you just keep a wine glass in each hand. Keeps you away from your face. Pro tip, pro safety tip. All right.
All right, here goes nothing.
These wines are very, very different for being made from the exact same grapes.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have to see how it compares because we're saying that the 19 is a
Oh,
little bit drier. So.
well, I mean, we're going to talk about this, and we're undoubtedly going to talk about this again on, sorry, earthquake, um, on Wednesday.
Hmm.
For one thing, the non-vintage has been in the bottle for a year. Um, for another thing, it's non-vintage because it's a blend of two vintages. So it's actually the 2017 Sauv Blanc and the 2018 Viognier. Um,
Oh,
and uh, and it's been under cork for a year, so
so it's got some time to develop its profile.
which means it's got a little bit more oxygen,
Hmm.
a little bit more aged, a little bit more smoothed out, a little bit less bright fruit,
Yeah,
a little bit more non-fruit characters coming out, um, and uh, and definitely kind of a different, kind of almost a little bit sharper aromatic profile.
nice.
And the reason we did that one as a non-vintage blend, super secret info for you guys watching, um, was because the 17. So we didn't make Laudonella in 2017, just because it wasn't quite what we wanted to get out of that wine. And so we made a 2017 uh, Ratio Blanco, and then we held some of the Laudonella back, and then we blended it with the 18 Viognier. So then the next vintage, so we went from 17 to non-vintage, um, and now we're back with vintage Ratio Blanco in the 2019.
And it's rather lovely. Now, a lot of people might not know this, but I don't know what's going on here. If I'm doing, oh yeah,
Together they make a bike. Yeah, so it was our former wine club manager, hey Dorothy, and Lisa. I haven't been able to keep up with everybody joining on uh, Insta, but there's plenty of people watching. Hey guys. Um, so our former wine club manager, Linda, designed those labels, and she designed so that was in 2013, and the one on the Ratio Blanco is based on the bike that won the first Tour de France in like 1903, and the this one, the Ratio Rosso, was based on the most recent Tour de France winner at the time in 2013.
oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Haha!
Right on.
See, that's one of the best parts of this whole thing is like you guys get to learn tons of cool stuff.
Yeah, actually, there was some big biking fans that came by the other day. They had really nice bikes. They walked in, and I literally just did this, and they're like, "All right, we'll take it," because people who love bikes love that to see that on their shelves.
Hey, Craig and Melissa from Colorado. How's it going?
Oh yeah, those guys are awesome. I miss them.
I know. And we've got Beth. Hey, Beth. So many people.
Hopefully, they're all drinking wine at home right now. That'd be great. It is the evening after all.
I hope it is. I'm looking forward to the end of the day.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Well, one of my favorite things about the Ratio Blanco is it kind of just pairs well with everything. I mean, you can pop this bottle open and just have the most casual dinner ever, and it's great. Or you can get super fancy and cook something up for a special occasion, and it's just
Thanks, Pete.
nice mid range.
Uh, yeah, I don't know how we keep doing that at such a reasonable price.
I know. I mean, I think the Ratio Blanco is like the quintessential like
That's dynamite.
impulse buy. You see it, it's good if you've had it, and if not, I'll tell you about it.
And yeah, I think one of the things, like the main thing holding that wine back, is the fact that people are like, "What's a white blend? I don't know what that is. I'm used to varietal white wines. I don't get it." Um, and in the grocery store, there's not a chance for them to taste it. And in our tasting room, there's not a chance for them to taste it.
And that's why we're here
At least for a
to help
while.
people. Yeah, exactly.
Tempranillo with tamale pie. Wow, Dorothy, that's awesome. Um,
Never heard of tamale pie. It sounds really good.
Tamale pie.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like correct casserole, like tamales, but like all laid out flat in a casserole.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, clearly you have not cooked for a family.
Not yet. Not yet. A long time
One
before that happened.
one day.
One day.
Um, yeah. Did you say
And
did you say what you like to pair this with?
oh, I like to pair it with anything. Honestly, I think it goes well with almost anything.
Okay, but
But
specifically, if you had to pick something,
okay, well, I'm gonna say fajitas is gonna be what I would pair it with.
fajitas. Interesting. Like
Yeah.
I like it with like ramen noodle type dishes.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, actually, that's really good. So
Yes.
yeah, actually, what I should have said is ramen and noodles because
Too
that's
late,
what I've
man. Too
experienced
late. I
doing it.
took it.
I know you did take it. All right, fine. That was good.
You came up with something totally else. That's great.
Yeah,
Or like yeah, anything.
this is so much fun. I'm having a good time.
Anything that you can get delivered to your home on Bainbridge Island right now goes perfectly with this.
That's right. That's right. Especially with the sunshine for the foreseeable future. Gotta
We
have
gotta
it.
figure out we gotta figure out something that would go with the spicy aromatics of this. I bet would be really good with hmm
Thai food.
yes, Thai food from Teddy down at Bainbridge Thai would be awesome. Um, yeah, Thai or Indian.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Indian. The new Indian place. If you haven't tried the new Indian place in the pavilion, Nirvana, uh, it's pretty good. I think it's
Oh shoot, I have to go check it out. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Well, maybe they should be carrying our ratio Blanco there to pair with their cuisine.
Well,
But
yes, they definitely should. Wholesale sales guy.
I will work on it tomorrow. Oh, I just thought of something. Don't you also make something else out of these three that is a limited release? And it,
I don't know where you're going with this.
darn it. Okay.
Something
It's
else out of these three that's a limited release.
done in
You talking
December.
about the bubbly?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Well, that's gone. Wow.
It's actually, I think that if people really need some bubbly, they might be able to find it at Heyday. Or Beihei.
Really?
Right. Beihei.
Rolling Bay Hay.
Beihei.
Hey, Armenta. Um, yeah, if you so there's our Blanco bubbly. Yeah, like last year too, they had Blanco bubbly longer than anybody else. So
Yeah.
check out the local food section down at Bay Hay and Feed if you are a Bainbridge Island resident or if you're, driving through. And yeah, they might have some of that Blanco bubbly down there. You should definitely check that out. I might have to go over there and get some.
I know. I was just thinking
Before
the
it's
same
too
thing.
late.
One of your fastest sellers. I'm talking about the 2019 Richard Blanco, of course. People buy this one by the case because it's such a good price.
Woof. Doggy. Okay. Uh, what the other important thing that we need to find out about this wine is how does it taste from the bottle?
Oh, yes.
Mm,
Okay. Am I allowed to do this?
no.
No.
Pretty darn good. Hey, I said no. Man, I have no influence.
I'm sorry. Darn it. Now I'm going to have to buy it.
Even,
Oh, well, I'll just buy it. It's fine.
even. Yeah, I think you need to buy that one now.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm purchasing it. That's for sure. Hey, it's so darn
I,
good,
I
Matt.
already paid for this one.
I just had to go for it. I just had to
I
go
already,
for
I already paid for this one.
it.
It's okay. Nothing that can make you sick can live in wine.
See, when you have your own winery, everybody, you can do whatever you want. Otherwise, you have to buy it, and it's worth it.
Yes,
I'm
I can
telling
do
you.
whatever I want. I can drive on the wrong side of the road.
That's right.
I just say, sorry, officer, I own my own winery. I can do whatever I want. Steven said
Well,
so. Oh, and they said, oh, Steven said so. That makes it okay.
They know me. They
Everybody
know.
knows. All the police on Bainbridge Island know Steven.
It's true. They run into me at least once or twice, doing good deeds for other people, of course. So yeah.
When did the Blanco Bubbly come out? Well, the Blanco Bubbly came out in December, prior to New Year. The crowd goes wild because Matt actually got bottling done in December.
Nice.
And I think it's sold out in January, except for over at Bay Hey. Hey, Nat.
But if you have bubbly blues, there is some bubbly available over here in the tasting room.
The pink bubbly.
That's right.
Um, uh, what else? Do you have any other questions that I've not answered that I can answer for you about this sucker?
I think oh yes, I do actually. So one of the things I think that's really interesting is we've talked in the past about co-ferments and things like that, but what I'm really curious about is what happens with this one when the bottling truck comes. Like how do you get through, like how does that work with three different varietals?
Uh, who's Devil's Snare?
That's what I want to know.
A friend of yours? Wow. Somebody flirting with you on Instagram,
My hair is perfect.
wearing a mask. Yeah, your
Oh
hair.
god.
My hair's all right.
Yeah, here's that's looking good.
Anyway, so blending processes. So, um,
As it
basically,
relates, yeah.
there's pumps and hoses and tanks involved. We do all the filtration first. And we're for the white wines. We're pretty much keeping the wines in their varietal um, separation prior to blending, and then during all the filtration. So it goes all the way through filtration. And for white wines, so basically none of our white wines go through ML, um, meaning they have not been exposed to malolactic bacteria. This is going
Okay.
to be super, super technical for like 10 seconds. I'll talk really fast and then it'll be over. So just hang on. They don't go through ML, so they have to be sterile filtered to get all the bacteria out. Otherwise, there'll be bacterial action in the bottle. Bacteria eating malic acid, making lactic acid in the bottle. Bad news in the bottle. So we got to sterile filter them. So they got to be filtered really, 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 really tight. So they go through a few filter passes through special filter pads, and it makes them very, 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 very clear, 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 clear. So clear, so you can see through like 8 feet of wine as though it was perfectly clear water, like to the bottom of the tank. It's spectacular. Um,
Very clear.
it's incredible. And then, and then, and then just prior to bottling, we blend them together in a tank, and then they go into the bottle. So
Oh,
we try
oh,
the blend. We test the blend out to make sure it's going to work. So
yeah.
even though the ratio Blanco is the same blend each year, we do try it to make sure that it's, because we would change it if it were screwed up. Um,
Yeah.
but hey, it keeps working. Um,
Well, it definitely. I mean, this
oh,
is.
Natalia, you're hilarious.
What does she say?
I'm sure that neither
Um,
of us look nearly as good as you. And and there's Eric. So yeah. So, and I forget the exact volume of the Ratio Blanco, but it was about 700 and something gallons. So it was one of the biggest tanks that we have are 750 gallons. So it was about one of those full, if I remember correctly,
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
Ratio Blanco. Eric can chime in here and correct me if I
Well,
got
good. There's plenty to drink then, so no one has to fear about it running out. That's
yeah,
always good.
yeah, yeah. I think we were about to run out, and then coronavirus. Phew! Dodge that bullet.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's been. Hey, and if you missed, well, actually, never mind. I don't know if we can do volunteering with the Reds because we don't know yet. But
Oh yeah.
the bottom.
Thank you for reminding me. Ted was asking when the next bottling is. So next bottling currently set for end of May. We'll have to figure out how we're going to work that, and keep everybody safe, keep the world safe. Um, if you, we'll probably all be wearing masks, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
man.
that's about the size of it. Um, So end of May, we're going to be bottling what we're calling it. We're some super secret vintage ports. Eric confirms he's 752 gallons. So that's pretty sure we put 752 gallons in a 750 gallon tank. Um,
Wait, what is the secret? I didn't even
we
know.
can. What?
I don't even know what the secret is. Darn.
Uh, the super secret. So the super secret bottling coming up. We're going to bottle dessert wines, so ports, and we got some vintage barrel aged port that is incredible. Three different vintages, like 2011, 2010, 2011, 2013, something like that. Um, don't ask me to remember everything that goes on in the cellar at every minute. But anyway, three vintages. We have one barrel of each of these things. They're amazing. We're going to bottle that, and we're going to bottle the Sweet Petite, and we're going to bottle the 2018 Sweet Sarah, and the Petit Verdot, which is only like 25 cases. We're going to bottle all those things towards the end of May. And then we got our red wine bottling scheduled for June 9 and 10 with the bottling truck again. We're going to bottle all the red wines.
And then the She Devil will be back.
Yeah, the She Devil. La Diavola.
Yes. All right. Well, that's a lot of good things to look forward to. It's exciting times for great wine.
Cool, Ted. We'll see you then. Hey, and that's JJ. I don't know if it's JJ uh, shoot, Jamie. But
Well, they do amazing dinners with the winemaker, that's for sure.
oh my
So,
gosh, I'm looking forward to it. So looking forward to the next time that we can actually do one of those wine dinners with the winemaker. That'll be super fun.
yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing times for
Well,
sure.
things are looking up.
Yeah.
Um, what else we got before we sign off?
Well, I think you covered all of my questions on the ratio Blanco, unless there's anything else that
We
I should have
determined
asked.
that it tastes great from the bottle.
That's
We
right.
determined that it's amazing, and we determined that it goes well with Thai food and Indian food and ramen and some various other things, and that we've got some awesome stuff coming up. So, hey Kelsey. Uh, we got some good stuff coming up this week. We got more of our current releases coming up. We got what do we got? Shoot. Do
What
you
are we
remember?
doing? Which one are we doing tomorrow?
It's one of the reds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it's Morved Prodigy tomorrow,
Ooh,
and then
sweet.
we got even though there's like none of it left. I
That's right.
felt,
Come get it. It's gone.
I just felt like we should. Yeah, there's like not. Do you have it? You have some there, right? A few bottles,
Yes. Yeah, I do.
and
I do.
then and then and then we're gonna do La Danella, and then I think, and
Hi,
then
Kelsey.
what?
Oh, I was just saying hi to Kelsey. La Danella and
She was saying hi to me. Anyway,
oh,
and then we're gonna do Angelica, and then we're gonna do Cab Sauv.
okay. Right on.
Thanks, Candy. Candy's helping us out because we can't keep our shit straight.
The prodigy. The prodigy.
Yeah. So we will see you all tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been super fun tasting with you. It's been super fun tasting, for sure. If you need more wine, you know where to find us online or at our store on Winslow Way. Free shipping for 6 or more bottles. Hang in there, people. You got
Visit me
this.
tomorrow.
And remember, it doesn't matter if your glass is half empty or half full. You got room for more wine. See you tomorrow, people. See you tomorrow, Stephen.
See ya.